Hello, Commanders fans. If you want to stay up to date with every detail of the season, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss anything. Leave your like to strengthen our passionate Commanders community. So get ready, because there's some exciting news coming your way. The Washington Commanders took a significant step towards strengthening their defense by acquiring Marson Latimore from the New Orleans Saints ahead of the NFL trade deadline. Latimore's arrival represents a crucial addition to the team's secondary, which has faced significant challenges this season. However, it's clear that the defensive issues are too deep for one player to solve. Addressing these structural issues will be one of the team's top priorities this offseason. With an eye toward the future, a recent mock draft conducted by A to Z Sports has come up with an interesting proposition for the Commanders. The projection suggests the team will select Siobhan Revel Jr., a highly talented cornerback from East Carolina University. Revel Jr. is considered a promising player who, were it not for an injury he suffered during his college season, would likely have been called much earlier in the draft. His addition to the team could be a game-changer for Washington's defense. So far, the Commanders' outside cornerback performance this season has been disappointing. The unit has allowed the most receptions, second most yards, and most touchdowns in the NFL. These troubling numbers become even more alarming when you consider the level of competition within the NFC East, a division that boasts elite wide receivers like CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Malik Nabers. It is imperative that the Commanders strengthen their secondary to remain competitive. Siobhan Revel Jr. is seen as a viable solution to these issues. Despite having his season cut short due to injury, the player showed great potential on the field. Prior to the injury, he recorded 2 interceptions in just 3 games, showing that he was on track to have a memorable college season. Revel Jr. was widely considered a top prospect among Group 5 schools in the 2025 NFL Draft. His injury, while unfortunate, may have made it possible for the Commanders to select him at a more affordable position in the draft. Had he not been injured, it is highly likely that Revel Jr. would have been out of reach for the Commanders in the second half of the first round. However, the circumstances have made him an intriguing option for the team. His combination of size, speed, and defensive instincts makes him a valuable asset to any defense, especially a team in dire need of improvements in its secondary. The possibility of pairing Siobhan Revel Jr. with Marson Latimore raises high expectations for the future of the Commanders' defense. Latimore is known for his consistency and ability to cover opposing wide receivers, while Revel Jr. offers youth and growth potential. Together, they could form a formidable defensive duo. Both players are also a great fit for Dan Quinn's scheme, whose defensive system is known for maximizing the skills of his players in the secondary. Additionally, the NFC East is one of the most competitive divisions in the NFL, brimming with offensive talent. For the Commanders, facing high-level wide receivers on a weekly basis requires a secondary that can not only contain opposing plays, but also create turnover opportunities. The duo of Revel Jr. and Latimore could be just what the team needs to elevate its defensive performance and compete with division rivals.